The reason why people always take drug abuse with levity hand is that maybe they think drug abuse is an individual problem. And whereas drug abuse is a social problem, because we have two types of problem. We have an individual problem and we have social problem. When we are talking about individual problem, it is a problem that affects you alone. Let's say, for instance, you are having stomach pain or headache. That is an individual problem because it affects you alone and it cannot transmit to any other person. But when we are talking about social problem, it is a problem that affects you and the community at large. It can be transmitted to another person. So now, drug abuse can be categorized as social problem because once that you are addicted into drug abuse, it will definitely affect the community in one way or the other. To start with, a drug is defined as any natural or artificial substance other than food that chemical or physical nature alters structures or function in the living organism. It is also defined according to their use in pharmacology as a chemical substance used in the treatment, cure, prevention, or diagnosis of disease, or used to otherwise enhance physical or mental well-being. So when we are talking about drug abuse itself, it is a compound word. We have drug and we have abuse. And the literal meaning of abuse is misuse. How do we misuse drugs? When we are talking about drug abuse, it is a social complex problem that affects individuals, families, and community.
And mobilize support to oppose the trend in Nigeria. As you are aware, AIDS issue and pressure for influence is a major problem in this country. We are still debating the issue of age limit for admission. A few of the residents of those who are coming for rehabilitation in this center. As a government, the Honorable Minister has requested that I assure you of the Ministry of Education support and by extension of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to ensure that your campaign against drug use and abuse is curtailed and eradicated. In the days ahead, we shall roll out various programs and initiatives to support this drive of the National Association of Nigerian States.
Just about 2 weeks ago, we lost one of our students to this particular vice. Why? Because it all started when the person that invited her began to take different kinds of drugs just to prepare him for the task ahead, and immediately it was accomplished. Then, as they normally say, he was raised beyond recognition, and that made it possible for him to embark on his illicit act. I'm sure by now he must have known the gravity of the offense that he has committed. And as we know, drug abuse, push us to do all sorts of things. And as Nigerian students who are considered to be leaders of tomorrow, and one important message here is to shun all acts of drug abuse.
Let me welcome the chairman of the institution, the invited guests, and the Nigerian student body to this study of learning. I appreciate now immense passion for this sensational talk. We will collaborate with you to utilize drug and awareness and sensitization mechanism on our own campuses. Our this workshop It is also pertinent to mention here that this exploitation talk is very crucial to nurture our students beyond the classroom. We have done so much for our students and we are still doing more.